Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, April 18th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Globally, every second, roughly 4 babies are born and 2 people die. Kind of a bummer of an OMG fact leading into Easter, but speaking of Easter, the city and the county are all closed today for Good Friday. But now we do have some news, so shall we? Annapolis will soon honor Parren J. Mitchell, which is Maryland's first African-American congressman, with a new memorial set to be unveiled in May. The Annapolis City Council has introduced a resolution to accept a $100,000 monument funded by the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Committee. The memorial will be installed at the Pip Moyer Rec Center. It will include 3 black granite tablets detailing Mitchell's biography and contributions, echoing the style of the nearby Martin Luther King Jr. monument. Mitchell was elected in 1971. He chaired the House Small Business Committee and represented Maryland's 7th District up in Baltimore. He played a key role in pushing the federal investigations into local housing injustices and inspired a generation of black leaders across the state. Severna Park's Earth Day Festival returns this year. It's on April 27th at the Early Heights Volunteer Fire Company. It's hosted by the Good Neighbors Group, which we just recorded a podcast with yesterday up at Rise Up in Severna Park. But they have over 2 decades of tradition to go by, and the event will feature dozens of organizations, school groups, and vendors focused on environmental education and community wellness. Highlights include live music, food trucks, an eco-marketplace with plants and upcycled goods, and educational exhibits on sustainability, animal welfare, composting, and renewable energy. Whew! A popular feature is the Good Neighbor Depot. It invites attendees to bring in items for recycling, upcycling, or donation, promoting both environmental and social impact. The free one-day event does aim to inspire long-term, eco-conscious living in the community. Bands in the Sand, the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's annual summer kickoff party, is back this year and set to take place on Saturday, June 14th at the Philip Merrill Environmental Center in Annapolis. The event, which does raise funds to support the foundation's restoration and advocacy efforts, will feature live music on the beach from Sister Hazel, local food, cocktails, and a scenic waterfront setting. Guests can enjoy dancing barefoot in the sand, sunset views, and an overall relaxed but festive atmosphere, all while supporting the efforts to protect the Chesapeake Bay. You need more info? Have a listen to the bonus podcast that we dropped yesterday, and then go grab a pair of tickets before they sell out. And they will. Prices do go up on May 1st. Pirate Adventures on the Chesapeake in Annapolis is setting sail again for spring break for the first time in 8 years, beginning April 19th, that is tomorrow. This kid-focused pirate-themed boat cruise, known for its face-painting, costumes, and interactive storytelling, last opened for spring break back in 2017, a season that really broke attendance records. Founders Emily and Mike Tomasini, and actually we did a podcast with them as well, so look forward to that coming up. But they aim to replicate that success this year with returning features and new offerings like the Pirate Princess Cruise. The experience is guided by a young, enthusiastic staff dressed as pirates, engaging children in a hands-on treasure hunt. They also include give-back days, where discounted tickets help raise money for the nonprofit Play Annapolis, which does support youth sports. The Tomasini say that their smaller-scale approach helps to create a more personal and memorable experience for every young pirate on board. Arr! You can catch an adventure online or at the dock, 3rd Street and Spa Creek. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this Saturday at noon. This week, we chatted with Alex Smith from Atlas Restaurant Group. That does drop at noon on Saturday. And today on Canines and Crosstreks, the cutest pup ever. Bear is a 5-month-old golden retriever puppy. You want to listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos of Bear and maybe a video, and get all the information on how you can adopt him. But you want to act fast because he and his brother Squirrel will go very fast. And again, don't forget that we have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We do send it out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every night. Yes, 365 days a year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday or Sunday. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up if you aren't already. All right, that's it. Now it is time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I hope that we add some value to your world. And if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show, Denim and Diamonds, and Macmedics. It is Friday, the weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate, and keep shopping local. Now you want to hang tight because we have your Eye on Annapolis local weather report and then Canines and Crosstreks. All of that's coming your way in just a minute.
Did you know that every day 6 children arrive at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's emergency department seeking mental health care? That's over 2,000 young lives each year in need of critical support. It's time to make a difference. Join us for the Denim and Diamonds Bash on Saturday, April 26, 2025. Enjoy an unforgettable evening with a come-as-you-are dress code with live music, gourmet food trucks, and exclusive experiences, all while supporting pediatric mental health services in our community. Can't attend? You can still help. Become a sponsor or make a donation to provide vital resources for children in need. Visit aamcdenimanddiamonds.org to learn more and take action today. Together, we can shine a light on pediatric mental health. Again, that's aamcdenimanddiamonds.org. We'll catch you on the dance floor. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel County. Here is your weekend weather outlook. Today, you can expect a breezy day with sunshine filtering through high clouds. Highs will reach about 67 degrees, and overnight lows will settle near 45. Pollen levels are very high, so allergy sufferers, keep those tissues handy. Tomorrow, a warmer day ahead with highs soaring to 77 degrees. It'll be breezy with a mix of clouds and sun, mostly clouds. The combination of gusty winds and dry conditions does elevate the fire threat, so exercise any caution if you're out grilling. Evening temperatures are going to dip to around 60. Looking into Sunday, Easter Sunday, morning clouds will give way to intermittent sunshine in the afternoon. You can expect highs near 70 and lows at about 55. A pleasant day for some egg hunts and to really wrap up the weekend. As we look ahead, the start of the new week brings a mix of sun and clouds with highs in the upper 60s to the mid 70s. Keep an umbrella nearby as there is a chance of rain late in the week into next weekend. That's your weekend forecast. Stay safe and enjoy the weather.
This April, the Chesapeake Bay Area is the ultimate destination for boating enthusiasts. Join us for spectacular events that kick off the 2025 boating season. Then from April 25th through the 27th, head to historic downtown Annapolis for the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show. Discover new and brokered sailboats, including catamarans, monohulls, family cruisers, day sailors, and inflatables. Meet with boating clubs and charter companies, shop for the latest gear and equipment, and celebrate the new season with fellow sailors and marine pros. With live entertainment, seminars, and a festive tasting tent, there's something for everyone. These are can't-miss events, and you can skip the line by getting your tickets right now online. You can get them at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. That's AnnapolisBoatShows.com. We'll see you on the docks. That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Okay, our guest today does not bode well for Billy and his family. This is a cutie.
Such a cutie. I knew this one was going to spark his interest.
No, I'm good. I'm good on golden retrievers.
Yeah. Okay. He's
Son,
like,
you
no.
got me once.
That's right.
We're done.
That's right.
But they're
We're
kind of
done.
fun.
But he's damn cute though.
Oh my gosh. How old is this? This looks like a purebred golden retriever.
Well, he absolutely is. And he is only, he's 3 months and 25 days to be exact.
So he's 4 months.
Okay.
He is a puppy.
He is a puppy. His name is Bear, and he's only been here for about a week. And he did come in with some siblings. So, and you can see he's just ready to have fun.
Oh my gosh. He's got siblings, you said?
Yes, he does. He's got a squirrel who's also up for adoption right now.
Squirrel?
Squirrel is another male. Yeah.
Squirrel, the golden retriever?
Squirrel, the golden retriever.
Good Lord.
Kind of fitting, right?
Yeah.
And they actually came in with mom and dad. So mom and dad are also here. I believe dad might be up for adoption already, but mom's not.
What's their story?
Well, the whole family, there was somebody, the owners were, they're actually medically, they're not able to handle all the dogs right now. So, yeah.
That's a shame. Well,
yeah.
These guys are, I mean, Bear, you may not be here by the time we're done recording this.
No, I know exactly, right?
Yeah, I feel like you're going to post this on your social media, John, and then it's going to go viral again.
And then we'll just go dark.
Like the doodles.
like we just did in this room. What'd you do, John?
We're going to have people showing up at Annapolis Subaru looking for
bears.
Looking for Bear and his siblings and mom and dad.
Bear is not at Annapolis Subaru. Bear is at the SPCA.
Yes,
he is.
Oh,
that's right, Bear.
And he is making sure we know that.
I will say, though, what else is not at Annapolis Subaru is the new 2026 Trail Seeker.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Bear? You like that EV? Pretty cool, huh?
He says,
what about
absolutely.
What about the 2026 Outback, Bear? How do you feel about that?
I mean, you were holding out on us all.
Yeah.
Now tell us all about it.
There's this new Trail Seeker, which is a new SUV. Yep. Is it a little bit bigger than the Solterra?
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the Solterra. I think it's like 6 inches longer. Bear is really excited about it.
Oh my God.
He came in so quiet and meek, and now look, he certainly got comfortable quick, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of debuts at the New York Car Show.
Yep. We also had the 2026 Outback, which is totally redesigned, bigger, taller. Looks really awesome. We're really excited to get that.
That's awesome. So you got lots of new fun stuff coming in toward the end of the year.
Yep, lots of new things that should be here soon. I think the Outback's going to be probably fourth quarter of this year, and then the Trail Seeker will be next year at some point, 2026.
Very cool. But yeah, no, I was reading where they were saying that it's got more cargo than the Solterra, 8.3 inches of ground clearance. That means you can probably clear most curbs in Annapolis without a problem. It goes from 0 to 60 in like 4.4 seconds, which is like, it's pretty crazy.
Quick. Yeah. Yeah, those EVs are fast.
And it actually tows pretty decent. 3,500 pounds is towing.
Yeah.
So
yep.
My car tows 3,500 pounds too.
Yeah, it does.
That's right. Coming back to mulches it though.
That's right. That's right.
But, it's funny. I was looking on your Facebook page, Kelly, and the photos with the bunnies looked amazing. How'd that go for you guys? Oh, my
gosh. It was such a great success. And we had a bunch of people that actually walked in, which was, usually we recommend an appointment. But of course, you're not going to say no to that. And they did a great job. The photographers, the volunteers, everybody just did a wonderful job. And the kids had a blast. I mean, most of the kids were super happy and friendly. And a few kids were like, please do not put that bunny near me. I will smile, but I don't want to touch that bunny. So, but it was a
say that about Bear.
No, not at all. But it was a really fun 3 days for Paws at the Mall, and we will definitely do that again.
Sure. Well, I was on the website, which is AACSPCA, and I did not see any familiar faces or names on there. So that means that we're still doing a pretty decent job. But
batting 1,000.
Yeah, pretty close. But I saw that Champ on there, which is that Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Has like this insanely long tongue.
Yes, totally.
Really?
But yeah, Champ is in foster.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to have the little stubby tongues, but I mean, this guy looked like he was going to trip on it.
Okay.
But then I looked and I was looking at my notes here. I mean, I was Rudy Jeremiah looks like he had a rough night at Davis's.
Yeah, totally.
And there's a Dalmatian on there. And then I saw the Goldens, which I didn't know we were going to have Bear as a guest.
Yes. And we did get another Golden in that came in pregnant. And yes.
So there's more puppies?
And I came in pregnant. And unfortunately, she actually came in with a heartworm. She's heartworm positive. So, which is, I know, that's not a great combination. So we have to just tell everybody out there, we encourage you and tell you must treat for heartworms, because this is, it's going to be difficult to try to manage this, but we're going to do everything we have.
Can be fatal.
It can be.
But it's not necessarily, it can be treated too.
Right. And it's not passed along to the puppies, but there's that fine line that you want to treat them right away, because obviously it can be fatal, but you can't treat her while she's pregnant.
Sure.
Because typically you start with doxy and then you do the heartworm treatment. Yeah. So, and we won't be able to treat her until the puppies have already, they're weaned from her and stuff.
Right. So, well, you want to make sure that's that. So,
poor little babies.
And when is she due?
We're not sure. We did do an ultrasound today, so we have a better idea that we're thinking the next week or two.
How many puppies are in there?
I didn't look at it the whole time, but it looked like 3 at least.
Okay.
I saw 3 little babies.
Lots of puppies at the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
Golden Retriever puppies.
I know. We got, it's what are you doing over here? Bear is her.
Is Bear going to be lighter, or is she going to get darker? Or he going to get darker?
I don't know, because I know the mom was more of the I think the mom was golden and the father was the white.
The lighter,
cream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just a beautiful coloring.
I know. And what a tail. You can hear that happy tail banging against
I know,
the wall.
wanking in the wall. I was also looking at, you've posted a thing up on your Facebook about your March adoption numbers.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. You had 88 of them.
Yes.
3 birds, 9 rats, 6 guinea pigs, 2 rabbits. You need to get on the stick. There was only 1 gerbil adopted.
Oh, man. We're relaxing. Yeah.
27 dogs. That's like almost a dog a month or a dog a day.
Yeah.
And 40 cats.
Yeah. It was a busy month.
So I can't
What's
wait
the total number there?
88.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Working it.
see what April's numbers look like, because you'll probably have a whole bunch of rabbits. I mean, you only had 2 rabbits in March, but with Easter rolling in
Right.
April, you're probably going to up that rabbit number.
Does the rabbit adoption usually go up during this time?
We actually do not. We try not to adopt before Easter,
Okay.
just because we don't want it to be, hey, I want a rabbit because it's Easter. So we kind of hold off on that. And plus, they needed to be, part of the pictures. So we needed to have friendly, happy, beautiful rabbits for the pictures. So anyone that may have come in and did pictures, and then they're like, hey, we want to go back and possibly adopt one of the rabbits we took a picture with. That would be great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I meant to mention when we were talking about the Outback and the new Trail Seeker,
Mm-hmm.
but they updated the Solterra too. And I mean, they've got 25% more range, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, it's a big number.
They've got a quick charge thing that goes from 10 to 80% in 35 minutes.
Yeah. No, the range is definitely a big improvement there over what we currently have now. And it's going to make it more competitive. I think the range on the Trail Seeker is going to be really good as well.
I mean, that's the 2 things. It's the range that gets me sort of nervous, as well as the time charging. I mean, okay, the range I might be able to get over with, but I'm not looking to sit in a rest stop on the Jersey Turnpike for like an hour and a half.
No.
While I recharge. So to be able to get up to 80% inside of 35 minutes,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
pretty solid.
Well, that's exciting news for Subaru. It's exciting news for the SPCA of Anne Arundel County as well.
That's fun stuff happening.
You need to get a home for Bear, aacspca.org. But seriously, step on it. Don't wait on this. This dog will be gone very quickly.
But wait, there's squirrel.
There is.
That's right. There is squirrel. And then there's mom and dad too. That if you would like an older one that's a little bit more mature and not quite in the puppy thing, then there's more coming.
I want to see what squirrel looks like.
Squirrel looks just exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go out.
In fact, when I went to bring him down, I was like, okay, which one's which? And then I remembered the orange collar. So he's an OS fan.
But if you want to see the new Trail Seeker or the new 26 Solterra, you're going to have to wait a little bit, because they're not at Annapolis Subaru, but they've got tons of other vehicles that are just absolutely perfect, ready to go. And now's the time to go and do it, because it's Billy's ready there with his old group. And
now's the time. We still have good inventory of cars that have not increased in price.
That's the PT cars, right? Pre-tariff
cars.
That's
we got a whole chock full of chock full of cars pre-tariff. We also have more cars that are coming in this month that won't have any price adjustments on them. So yeah, it's a really actually great time to buy, because trade-in values have gone up.
Certainly, yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, so it's a good time. Interest rates are still low.
Well, we've said before too that, I mean, if you're thinking about buying a car in 6 months to a year,
now's
accelerate that up there. And if you want the safest car on the road, can't go wrong with the Subaru.
Nope,
that's for sure. And just a reminder, you got a couple more weeks for cheap tickets for Bands in the Sand. And Annapolis Subaru is still and always is for the, I think, 14th year of the
however old it is.
Yeah, presenting sponsors.
However old Bands in the Sand is, that's how long we've been.
You need to go back home and count your silver cups.
That's true.
That's right. That's right. We all have those at home.
90 years.
Did they do the cups the first year?
I can't remember.
Oh.
I'm sure they had cups.
No, I know, but
Sorry, we just drank out of the keg.
They're super cool.
They were
cups.
plastic for a while.
Yeah.
Well, AnnapolisSubaru.com or 149 Old Solomon's Island Road will do it for Subarus, and certainly AAC SPCA will do it for Bear, who is just the most incredibly cool little.
Very cool.
He gets my vote for the cutest pup that we've had.
Oh, yay!
Wow.
And that's we're going in 2.5 years, so
that's a big.
Maybe he's
big
the one for you.
Big dogs aren't going to work for me right now.
John, think about it. You can get a golden retriever puppy and a WRX in the same week.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
He might outgrow that WRX.
That's right. You might have to go a little bigger because he's got some big paws.
Well, we will see you next week. And do you have any idea who our guest might be next week, Kelly?
I do have an idea.
Squirrel. Yeah, then we won't know the difference.
If Pixie has not been adopted, then it's going to be Pixie.
Okay. Then I guess we will look forward to seeing Pixie next week.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.